Ni kweli kwamba mtihani mkuu tunaongojea darasa la 9 ambao ni KJSEA, Kenya Juniors School Education Assessment, hautakuwa 100%. 20% itatolewa kwa KPSEA, mtihani wa darasa la 7, shule ya msingi ya 6, ambao waliufanya. 20% will be determined by KPSEA. 10% will be determined by what you have called school-based assessment in grade 7. These are projects that are undertaken by these learners in grade 7 and are uploaded into the NEC portal. And another 10%, bringing us down to 40%, will comprise of the school-based assessment that is uploaded by teachers, again from NEC, comprising 10%. So 20% 6, 10% 7, 10% 8. That makes 40%. It's already in the bank. The Kenya National Examination Council in its portal has these marks out of 40. Maybe a learner now has 39. Those are the very best. Education doesn't make people equal. It equalizes opportunities. And so those will get more than others. So we have 39, 38, 30, all the way down to 20 out of 40 right now. And now to make 100% comes KJSEA. And KJSEA now provides out of 60. 60 plus 40 makes 100%. That is how the assessment will be, out of 100. Now, your question is about those who missed out for a reason or another, yes. KPSEA. Let me assure you, there are not many. Let me assure you.
There are not many.
They are not many. Out of the entire sub-county of Westlands, we had only one.
Okay.
And we are not talking of schools the caliber of Westlands School. Somebody has tried to say, Mtetezi has said that Westlands is at another level. It's not. The catchment of Westlands is actually Wayaki Way, Kangemi, Kawangware, and all that. But then, of course, I also agree. I know where you're talking from. I have no child from within the vicinity of Westland Square. None. They are in other schools. But then again, if from slum schools, the slum schools included in the whole of Westlands, only one missed KPSEA, then there are not many. NEC has a way of solving that problem. And that's what they told us. But then if they are in 7, they already have 10. And if they are in 8, they have another 10. Then KJSEA. And that will be a minority. What we are being told is every learner will access grade 10. Let me move from there and answer the other question of STEM. From my friend here, when he went to a school as a parent to do the selection of schools. And it was a big problem. When he realized that the schools in Nairobi, and I'm sure when he said Nairobi meant those C1 schools, the category C1 and C2 schools, mostly are concentrating on STEM and much less on social sciences and even much, much less on sports sciences and the arts or performing arts. Nataka nikwambie, hilo ni makusudi. It is deliberate. The government has one undertaking to ensure that 60% of the 1,200,000 candidates who will undertake KJSEA now or who are in grade 9 are placed in STEM deliberately. So it's a deliberate move, ni makusudi, because that's where we are saying that if we are to take off and copy the Asian tigers and perhaps try to catch up with them, then STEM is the way to go. Also, STEM is the one with the most combinations and the most jobs. Social sciences take 25%. I said STEM is 60. Social science, 25%. And sports sciences and the performing and visual arts, meaning music, drama, film, theater, and dance, takes only 15%. That is why you saw that STEM is given bigger preference. Again, the former national schools and extra county schools, which are now C1, C2, as somebody has observed, mostly C1, offering more of STEM because they have the facilities. They have the labs, they have the workshops, they have the studios, and they are more prepared for STEM. although all schools are offering STEM. And for government to achieve 60% STEM, there must be that deliberate move to ensure there are more STEM combinations in most of these schools. So that's why you suffered that. It was not biased on you. The portal is working. If you have the gadget, I have one. I have actually 2 gadgets. I've just checked to ensure the 299 candidates in grade 9 in Westlands are all uploaded, and they have been. So the portal is working. There was a question on technology and, okay, parental engagement. Let me say this. On this placement, it was a rule. Actually, they call it the rule of the thumb. Given to us by our sub-county directors, all head teachers in the country, and I believe it happened in every other sub-county, that the first step should be parental engagement and involvement, educating the parents on their role in this selection, in this placement, because parents are very important in this. And if it was undertaken well, then the parents are informed and there will be less confusion. This is what KEPSHA is saying. Parents play a central role in guiding and supporting their children's transition. And head teachers of this country encourage schools to organize transition preparedness sessions and even committees to clarify the structure of senior schools, dispel the myths there, and align the expectations. And number 3, there should be a strong collaboration between homes, schools, and communities. Because this is key in supporting learners in making informed and confident pathway choices. So that was done. Well, there was a question here which I felt was also crucial, and it touched on teacher training by my colleague, Mwalimu there. And we have some mutual understanding here. I've done a lot of positivity. Of course, I choose to be positive, to look at things positively as a teacher, because as a leader, I should give hope and motivation. But I agree with you that failing to train the teachers initially before starting the process was like the cat and the horse, and you know the story. But let me also quickly add that all the teachers we have been done intensive retooling, changing their perspective, approaches, and pedagogies to align with the competency-based education. That has been done for junior school, effective, and primary school. Yeah. Senior schools, I am aware, because I should be, if I am holding the seat, I'm holding in KEPSHA, that there will be a massive rollout of retooling, including yourself, madam, in term 3 as you were envisaging. In fact, don't plan too much of your December holiday. There's a lot coming for retooling. However, I am also aware, because I sit in KEMI, and I'm the chair of training in KEMI, Kenya Education Management Institute, where we sit with the Association of College Tutors and Lecturers, that the lot that is graduating this year, that graduated this year, and that is whose graduation is ongoing, and the years to come, those are amazing teachers. They will not need retooling. They have undergone 2 years thorough CBE training. Okay. And so I'm sure my friend here from the private schools is listening. Don't sack the old teachers, but the new ones coming out of colleges will be so useful in the CBE. And finally, the question on Westlands.
Yes. On Westlands.
You can ask me any other, but on Westlands, how did we manage to put up a Ghorofa, 20 classrooms? Simple, leadership. We've been talking about politicians and the part they play and the part they need to play. I want to believe, I don't want to be subjective here, but the MP, my MP Westlands, and you know his name, Tim Wanyonyi, really does his job. So 10 of those classrooms came from him through the national government, CDF.
And the CDF. Yeah.
And the 10 others you saw, hizo ghorofa zingine mbili, came from His Excellency the President. What happened? He passed by and I did not ask for a bus. Sasa mnataka nini? I didn't ask for a bus. I asked for 10 classrooms because I knew what is needed in that area of Westlands, enough infrastructure, which is very expensive to get from parents. And if we could get it from State House, why not?
Wow.
And it's ongoing.
Right.
So that's how we did it. That's how we did it.
Great, and I like that you at least bring some hope. Heswood, before we come to you, briefly, do you tick all the boxes that is